This video is labeled September 5th, 2007. It's written on the CD.
Well, good afternoon. It's September 5th, 2007, approximately 3:15 p.m. It's a Wednesday. My name is Bill Sherwinski. I'm one of the voices you'll be hearing on the tape. And I guess earlier today, Sara Insley got served with papers so that I can get paternity tests finally and identify the children as my own or not my own and finally know how to proceed. I don't know, with visitation and everything. So, I don't know, I'm on the way to Joe's trailer right now, the Flender, in Macomb County, technically. And we're going to talk in person about the situation. We had a conversation earlier. She was, I think, kind of shocked to get served. Of course, during that conversation, she told me that she could drag this out in court by telling me to take it all to Oakland County where her actual residence is, which, I don't know, she has all of her clothing and everything at the house, at the trailer, and all the kids' stuff at the trailer, and I haven't been to her parents' house in months, but she told me during when she was in the hospital that she had been staying with Joe for 3 months, non-stop, mainly because she didn't want her father involved in the decisions with the kids, and that she thought by staying there that he would be. So, anyway, I don't know, I'm going to put my tape recorder in my pocket now, because I'm basically afraid that she's going to lie about everything that she says at a later date. Not that it really matter, but I don't know, maybe it will. Hopefully she doesn't. Hopefully we come to some sort of resolve, and it saves a lot of time and effort and money, and it's better for everybody. So, I don't He likes keeping his head to that right side, doesn't he? He likes keeping his head to that right side, doesn't he? Probably how they spent a few months, you know?
What is it you want of your infant? Like, what do you think is reasonable for what you want, or what you think that you can handle?
Overview?
Huh?
Overview. I'd like the conversation to go well and get the stuff. I
Okay.
don't want any.
Constructive doesn't just mean you are all your way.
I want this to work out for the best for everybody, especially the kids.
I agree. Completely agree.
having to do this for the next 50-some years until we're both gone.
So what is it? What is it that you think is acceptable action?
I want to know if I'm the father first and foremost.
Yes.
I mean, that's my number one thing. I don't feel that, and I've tried explaining it. Maybe I haven't explained it well or good enough. But I want to know. I need to. I mean, I can't. You during conversations all the time. These are my kids, my kids, my kids. I'm never able even to come back and say they're my kids. Because completely in my heart, I can't feel that way until I know. Because if I do, and I go about doing that for 6 months or 8 months or a year, what if? 2% chance, 1% chance. What if not? Then what? It's tough.
Yeah.
Definitive proof. That's the number one thing that I want.
We're not so.
It's a weird situation, and I don't like bringing up the fact that there are other people involved.
Fine. It's too late to let it fuck for years. Do it both of them.
I'm just saying, if it's a 1% chance or a half a percent chance, half a chance, half a percent. Especially since technically, I can't have any legal rights to the kids at all until I am established as father. I can't. No matter what we agree upon, it would still, for the rest of my life, be based on whatever you decide you want to change at the last minute. And you would,
I haven't changed shit at the last minute. Besides telling you to go fuck yourself in the hospital. Even then, you're... No way. Okay, so once paternity is established, great, okay? What is it that
once the paternity is established, I want some sort of paperwork spelling out what our rights are. I
So
would,
either way, you want legally.
absolutely.
Okay, so it's like a fucking being divorced, and
No, it's not.
you're going to
No,
be here this day,
no,
or
it's
that
not.
day.
Because most of those things you can completely work on, and everybody does, and everybody figures out, hey, I'm busy Tuesday, Thursday, and whatever. The reason for paperwork is so that it can't end up where, okay, you're going here for 2 weeks, and you're here for a week, and then doing this for a week, and I saw the kids 3 times.
Yeah, well, there are going to be times where I'm going to want to go somewhere, or you're going to fucking go somewhere, and I'm not going to stop to go and live my life also.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, there stops in the future you from just doing whatever you want to do, or me even, because technically after they're my kids, if they're in my possession and I decided I want to keep it for 3 weeks straight, not calling you, it would give you the ability to say, hey, you know, we had an agreement that we were going to share the kids or whatever, and the same thing with like holidays and stuff. That's another reason for legal paperwork. Because what I saw with Taryn and his girlfriend was that he didn't get the kids on holidays for like the first 2 years. He actually had to force it in court, because he's like, they have not been with me for a Christmas, a Thanksgiving, nothing. And that's crappy. Yeah, no, absolutely. I totally understand. What I'm saying is, as of right now, everything is completely your decision.
I know.
And that's not for me the rest of my life. I can't do that. I don't think it's unreasonable to expect to know if the kids are mine, or to verify that the kids are mine, and have paperwork stating these are your rights, these are my rights. I'm not expecting to walk in here and say, oh, look at these 2 little babies, I'm paying for 3 weeks. That doesn't cross my mind. I don't even think that's reasonable. I think I'm safe with children, and I think I can do it. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not going to do something stupid like not know how a seatbelt goes in a car and stuff like that. I'm not going to take my kids for walking Hamtramck at 2 o'clock in the morning. But the fact is, I'd still, I would feel completely comfortable expecting right now to say, hey, don't pick them up Saturday morning, I'll keep them till Sunday morning, that way you can go have a night off, go do your thing. Right now, I'm working and you're not. So I would expect that, okay, I have these 3 days off, you want an evening off or a day off, you and Joe can go do stuff. And it might help with your stress level. It could work for both of us. And then my family and friends would get to spend time with the kids while they're the cute little picture size. And everybody totally enjoys feeding them, even my friends that don't like kids. This is when they like them, when they're this big or when they're this big. You know, it's the terrible twos that people tend to have a problem with.
And so So what are you thinking, wise? Like, you just want to go 100% through the courts and battle?
I do not want to go through the courts. I felt like I had no choice. What was my other choice?
Well, yeah, I'm going to sit down here and talk to you about it. If you just would have said, hey, you know what, I really want to do this fraternity, it's really bothering me, and I'm thinking about going.
Every time I bring it up, you yell at me.
Yeah, well.
You yell. It ends up in yelling, not just even talking and whatnot. And you say, on my schedule. You don't even say, you know what, in 2 months, we'll do this. I don't even have any idea in my head. And honestly, I don't think it's fair even to wait a day. So
why? Even if a fraternity is established tomorrow, you are not going to come and take them for a fucking day or a night.
I can go to sleep knowing that I'm their dad. I can come over here and call myself daddy. I can tell my parents, you are grandparents.
We're not jealous.
That's okay. I'm just saying, you know, I'm not looking for a negative test from anybody. I'm looking for a positive test from me. Because then I can know in my heart and my soul and everything. These are my
so that's how you want to do it. You're going to force me to court and...
I don't want to force you to court. If you'll agree to go do the test, let's go do the test. But the fact is, it still would have to go through a court of some sort. Even if it's the two of us in agreement in what they call compliance. Going and sitting down with an attorney and then going and getting a test, it has to be done legally. They have to legally do a test through the court to establish paternity, because trying to change a birth certificate and all that, put my name on a birth certificate. I didn't feel like I had a choice.
Well, you did have a choice. And what you chose to do here, I could have told you to go fuck yourself and could have let you not see the kids until all that's resolved. But yet, I'm here, and you're seeing them, and I'm talking to you, so...
And I'm glad.
Well, maybe I'm not quite what you make it out to be. So how's it going to work? How does that go about? That's set in stone, and that's what's taking place?
We can go sit down with the lawyer.
And who's paying for this?
I am.
Really? Is that why? And you're saying the fraternity test says that I'm paying for half? Well, your little parents want 2 fucking fraternity tests. You were going to pay for everything. Oh, you know. Pay a fucking copay. Pay half of what my deductible is to have them. Pay for some fucking diapers. Pay for...
I've offered, I'm expecting to. Absolutely.
Not one thing for the kids, because you even, not even an outfit. As a friend, not even an outfit. Let alone as your father. But yeah, okay. How do you plan on working financial situations out? Would your attorney tell you regarding courtship?
I don't understand what your question is.
Well, obviously you talk to your attorney quite extensively. What did she tell you about child support?
A lot of it depends on visitation. A lot of it depends on how much you make and how much I make. But there are a lot of factors. And of course, that's all dependent. And the one thing my lawyer keeps telling me, and everybody keeps telling me, a lot of that's dependent on these being your kids. I'm hearing it from 500 people. So it sticks in my mind. Just trying to explain to you that it sticks in my mind.
That's fine.
What? She ran a scenario by, whereas when people are boyfriend and girlfriend and they have this monogamous relationship that's been for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and they decide to split up and they have kids, even if they're not married, they can still amicably go in there cooperatively with the lawyer. You still have to go to court no matter what to establish any kind of rights for kids. You have to. You can either go in cooperatively or not, and either way, it's still got to be done. Because the court's not just going to sign something over to somebody, with the exception of somebody walking completely away and signing away their rights. I'm definitely not doing that. So, I know, I'm just saying. So, like I said, we don't have to fight this. I don't want to. It's expensive. You're right. It's a complete waste of funds. Complete. But my other option is to not know if these kids are mine until, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, when Sarah finally decides that she wants to. That's not cool. Hey, Mom, Dad, here's your 1-year-old grandkid. My parents asked a lot of questions about you. So I'm sorry that...
And heartwarming, okay? Particularly your mother, these are people that I am going to trust my children with too. They're complete fucking strangers to me, though. You realize that, right? I've met them several times, but really, they're strangers.
You have a boyfriend, Sarah. It's not as though we're not together and you don't have a boyfriend and I don't have a girlfriend and they're not all, come on, let's go, come over. Because they think the same way that I do about getting attached.
No, you want to get your attachment because we're fucking kids. Deny all you fucking want.
I'm not denying anything, Sarah. I just want verification.
Okay, so how do you want to go about this?
I think it'd be great if we could have cooperated and didn't have to go to court.
Okay.
But I don't want you in the meantime. The part of the court order is that you don't sign an affidavit or a birth certificate with Joe's name on it. I know you haven't, but I'm just saying. It's
none of that shit. It's me listed on it. That's it.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I haven't seen it. No.
You want to see the verification of birth?
I'm just saying, these are things that legally have to be filed with. If you want a paternity test, these 3 things come with it. Making sure that you can't leave the country with the kids. These come with it. If you're going to file one, you file all of them because that's just how it works. So, but if we go in as a cooperative couple and say, yeah, we want to do this test. We want to verify. I have no problem paying for it. I hope that would maybe in your mind make up for the diapers and everything that you say. Right? We can work out the finances once we have a piece of paper in our hand establishing paternity. And I think between you and I, sitting down with a lawyer who's impartial, not...
Yeah,
that's something.
Your lawyer there?
This is something we can change. We can ask her, if you give her $5 right now, is she now your lawyer too? And if she is, then she can be an impartial... Maybe she has a mediator person that just mediates things when people... Because when people go to divorces, they often go to the same lawyer. Especially if it's agreed, yes, we both want to be divorced. Let's split things up evenly. Because, and...
She said, it is a good idea to have, written out, because, if I let you take them for the, say, I want you to have $5 or whatever, and you take them, they'll come back for 3 days, she advised you that legally, they won't do shit about it, the cops won't get involved with it at all, because there's nothing
cross
legal.
the state line at that point, I'm just saying, because my lawyer's not over there too. But what I'm concerned about is long term. What happens if these kids are 4 years old and you and Joe die in a car accident? Or if I do? What happens to our families and our friends and visitation?
If you whoever died.
Yeah, but you'll also spell out family rights, grandparent rights, things like that. That stuff's important nowadays. They have all kinds of weird people that do stuff that, are emotionally distraught, just lost a daughter or a son, and they become whack jobs. So what I'm saying is I would love it if we could sit down and just, these are the 2 hurdles. Get these out of the way and start living our lives with the kids. And having fun and not worrying about all this.
I want to know what you think as infants is acceptable for how often you think that you want them. Because really, I don't want them very far away from me for very long until they're bigger. I don't mind visiting in days and maybe 1 overnight a week once I go back to work and work from there. But really, I'm not very comfortable with having them very far away for very long. It's going to be pretty hard, especially...
I understand. I do. I completely do. And I'll be honest with you, if we take them up to my parents' house, I think it'd be great if you came. Especially if you're not comfortable around them, and that might start over time, especially. We got to establish a relationship no matter what. Even if you're with Joe or I'm with whoever, it's just got to be done. Because there are birthday parties, Christmases, bar mitzvahs, whatever. So, no, that's great. But what I'd like is on paper, it should be an agreement, 50-50. And you keeping the kids as a verbal between us. I'm not going to come force. I'll swear to God, I'll swear on the Bible, I'm not going to come force the kids away from you or whatever. But I can't right now sign something saying, yes, she gets to keep the kids 99% of the time and I get them 1 day here and there, because then that isn't established for the rest of my life. I don't expect as an infant to be coming and taking the kids and just disappearing for 3, 4, 5 days. Unless you want me to. If you decide you want to go out of town for a 3-day weekend, pick them up on Friday, I'll be back Sunday night. Okay, cool. I have no problem with it. And I'll even go as far as to say I'll let you know where I'll be spending the night and whatnot. That doesn't bother me either, because I can understand you being nervous. Your mother, that's how it works. But I would love if we could sit down with the lawyer constructively between the two of us and come up with something. That would be great, because I think it is a total waste of emotions, time, effort, and it's permanently damaging our relationship over the next 30, 40, 50 years.
What does all that shit mean? What is the activated parentage and shit? What does that mean?
If you sign that, that's you swearing that Joe is the father, or whoever's name you put on there is the father. I believe they have to sign it also. Of course, it has to be notarized and all that.
Yeah, but I didn't have any sign. It's just me. So what all is on that? Affidavit of parentage and what else? Is this shit that I can't fucking move out of Macomb County? You gotta be fucking kidding me. I got a house and want to move out of Macomb. I'm moving out of Macomb. Not that far away. Obviously, I would definitely keep where you're going to live and where you're going to be, but necessarily just staying here.
So the court proceedings are done until paternity is established and we figure out some sort of visitation. Basically, yeah, you can't move to Alpena right now. And then say, oh, I want this in Alpena County. And then as soon as I go file.
You serve me in Macomb County. That's not my address. I live in Oakland County.
It appears to me you're living here.
Yeah, but not really. Like, honestly, legally, on paperwork, I'm completely in Oakland County, not Macomb.
The way the court works is based on intent. Where you've been staying for X amount of months, where all your goods are, where the kids will spend most of their nights, etc. I'm just telling you what the way the system works.
All right, but...
Doesn't matter to me either way. If you were in Wayne, I would prefer just to have filed in Wayne. My lawyer's like, well, technically you can't because you're the only one who's living there. Okay?
That's what county you're in? What, for Intranet? Or your parents?
Intranet. Because that's where I have been residing. Like I said, all that shouldn't matter. I'm not expecting you to run out of the country. But the fact is, I mean, what I want is to establish paternity.
Okay.
And then get something on paper saying these are our visitation and our rights. Then you and I can work out which days and which nights. That's a verbal thing, week by week or month by month. Here's my schedule. Taryn and his girlfriend, they cooperate, they get along. He tells her what his schedule is, she tells him what hers is, and they figure out between the two of them what they're doing. It's on paper as far as the amount of time, you know, like X amount of days are yours and X amount of days are his, and et cetera, and even right down to the holidays, because he had the holidays worked into his. But those are the two things that I want. I don't think it's unreasonable. I think that's what any divorced couple would get. That's what any...
Yeah, but we're not married.
We're not married. What any boyfriend and girlfriend would get who split up in this situation.
So what is it? Once paternity is established, great. Okay, we established paternity legally. What? You still haven't answered my question on how often you think you want them and what your idea of visitation is and what your idea of overnights are. What are you thinking there?
Once the kids are old enough, I definitely want 50-50 custody.
No, you'll never get it.
I'll never get 50-50 custody.
No.
That's what I want.
Well,
I understand once they hit school age, they have to reside in one house longer than the other, so they have an established school.
They're not going to fucking school in Hamtramck.
I understand that. I wouldn't want them to go to school in Hamtramck. I don't plan on being there after Grandma's gone too much longer.
You're going to up them just move, like...
I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. Right now, it's the last thing in my mind. I said, right now, while they're teeny tiny babies, I can understand you wanting them around you.
Well, what goes on legal paper is what stays on legal paper. It doesn't go and get changed as they get older. That's what stays on it.
We'll sit down with the mediator and discuss it. I don't even...
No, I want to know, like, what your intentions are before we're going to sit down with the mediator. I'm sitting over there with papers, knowing, like, it's, okay, let's see, 20 days, so I'm supposed to be in court for whatever the fuck exactly all that stuff.
For a blood test. I want, like I said, to establish
You don't tell
paternity.
me, you can cheat swap them. It says blood or tissue.
Okay.
Your tissue.
If the state of
You're not
Michigan,
helping
the state
them.
of Michigan will take tissue, that's fine.
It will. It wouldn't state it in it if it wasn't that.
you like to establish paternity and then go from there?
I'd like that to not show up at my fucking door.
I would like
and that is not
that.
going anywhere, and I don't believe for a second that you're going to get rid of it once paternity is established. I don't know how to go about trusting you, knowing that that is gone, and continuing on, because I don't believe that that's going to disappear at all.
What's that?
All the court ordered shit right now.
If paternity is established by me, I'm assuming that we're just going down to put my name right on the birth certificate and that's that, right?
I don't know how it works still.
I was going to say those four things would be gone then.
No,
Automatically.
because then we still have to sit down legally and figure out what you want visitation-wise and this and that. And obviously, you want the court to order you have physical custody, which over my dead body you're going to get at this rate at their age. Fuck no. And yes, they will have one residency where they typically reside in. And as infants, it's going to be with me. As they get older, I have no problem wanting to have them more and more, but as infants, no way though. Not right now.
I understand what you're saying, and I accept that, and that's okay. I understand that as infants, I'm not expecting to take them 50% of the time. But I don't see why when you have a 1 and a 2-year-old, a 3 and a 4-year-old, and 5-year-olds, that yeah, I want 50-50 custody. That's what I want. Right now, I'm not expecting to walk in here and take the kids. I'm not. I would love it, but I'm not. And if it's an agreement that we can come up to, that I have them a day a week, maybe 2, based on parental discretion, okay, I can dig with that. Especially while they're infants and they're teeny tiny little babies. I can understand that. Like I said, I'd like us to cooperate. I am willing to bend.
I can cooperate, but there's no way in hell I'm letting them go from me for very long. As infants. I realize if they're your children, and I'm not going to keep them from you, though. I've never had any intention.
So an overnighter here and there, though, I think is fair.
Yeah, it's fine. Once I go back to work, maybe. Okay, maybe a trial run one day before I go back to work. But even then,
An overnighter. I'm not talking about 3 nights, 4 nights, 5 nights.
you're not exactly down the fucking street.
You can come.
Great. I'll be there.
It would be fine. That's what I'm talking about. That's a compromise.
That's fine. We'll work on the date.
I can call the lawyer. We can sit down on Monday and go in cooperatively to do a paternity test, because we're going to have to go to court to do a paternity test no matter what. Legally, state of Michigan, to recognize me as the father, one way or the other. Either you bring it, or I bring it, or we bring it together. That's just how it is. So,
Well, obviously, you completely paid your attorney for everything. But you're at least $2,500 hole there.
I will stop at nothing to verify that these kids are mine.
I don't blame you, okay? And if I were sitting in your spot, I would do the same thing.
I'll talk to her tomorrow on the phone. Monday, if you'd like to schedule something.
The other doctor is coming this weekend.
What time?
Afternoon, 4.
Monday morning-ish, maybe? Tuesday morning-ish?
Where is your place?
Southfield. 696 to Evergreen. It's about 10 miles west of I-75 and 696. I'll ask her to prepare any sort of paperwork for us to be cooperative.
It's just yours, and especially not knowing how it works. Fuck no. Obviously, she's 100% for you.
I can understand that.
I need to have my exact same representation.
No, that's fine. So what we can do is have her prepare paperwork, and then I can give it to you, and you can have your people look at it.
Well, what? For what? The training testing?
Saying that we want to cooperate on this, we want to go get the paternity test done, that you're agreeing not to put Joe's name on the birth certificate in the meantime. I know, but the thing is, this is how the court works. You can't ask for paternity test. I hate that that's how it works, but this is how it is. You can't, if Joe signs right now I lose
You
rights.
can't sign. Nobody can sign. I have to be there for whoever to sign. Other than that, nobody else can do shit with it.
You've been relatively unpredictable up to this point.
Oh, and you're so predictable.
I pretty much am, yeah. I'd like to think that you know me well enough to say, yeah, he's eventually going to want to know who the father is, verified, so that he knows that they're his. But like I said, those things all come together, saying that you can't flee, that you can't name somebody else as the dad, and that you can't ban me from seeing the kids for the next 6 or 8 months or however long you want to drag it out. That's what the court order is for.
No. But I can fuck with your quarter as much as you had it come up to me. And I can procrastinate with it, and I can get understanding, and I
That
can
sounds an awful lot like a threat, you see?
No, it's not a threat. I'm just saying. You showed up with that shit. You don't think that I could turn around and do the same thing and make it difficult also? I don't have a problem, Bill, with you establishing paternity. Okay?
You told me no, and you'll do it whenever you're goddamn good and ready, and that's too fucking bad, and I don't care about you and your family. That's, and
No, I
swearing...
care about you. Honestly, your family, I honestly, I feel horrible about the fact that, like, you grandmother, but at the same time, me telling my grandmother that, yes, I'm pregnant with a baby,
You know you're the mother, and you know those are her
and I know that you're the fucking father, and I know that you're the only person I had unprotected sex with who could knock me up, okay? I know that, too. There's so much I'm all-knowing of, you're damn right.
That's you in the baby picture up there on the right, isn't it?
Put that on his face?
Mm-hmm. My goal overall is for us to cooperate, because we got a long life ahead of us if everything is a stupid little battle for no reason. And I don't think that this stuff should be. But I had no other choice. I felt I did, and I couldn't just wait and wait and wait and wait. So you'd like me to have the lawyer drop the paperwork saying, yes, let's go have a paternity test, swab only. That's assuming that the state finds that legal, which I'm pretty sure they do, but they're still going to have to take pictures of everybody involved, because that's the legal way of doing it with the bailiff and all this other crap. So, which wouldn't bother me to have their fingerprints and DNA on file with the state. I said, if anything ever happens, it sounds lame, but now they do DNA too for kids, just in case they get to a place and you find, you know, A positive. Which choice? O positive. And the kids? You don't do them automatically? You didn't have to have the Rogan shot though. The O positive, I'm A positive, so the positive in front of it. That's the way that works. It's only if it's positive, negative.
So both of them have to be positive, right?
Mm-hmm.
A or O.
Yes. I believe. That's the part of school that I sucked at very much. I'll ask her also about a mediator of some sort, a third-person party who's not on this person's side or that person's side, front of the court.
But she originally, I don't have it here with me, but it's pretty much the same paperwork as people who get divorced and figuring out, you know, vacation here and what holidays or whatever.
Health insurance, tax deductions.
They're usually under me for now.
Whoever's is better.
Well, they're staying on my health insurance. They're under me right now. they're covered already.
Well, I understand right now. I'm just saying that depending on who's here and who's there, we might even have them double coverage. You never know. If it's going to be an extra $20 a month or whatever to be able to go wherever we want to and get whatever we want, okay. Same thing with dental and stuff and vision. Whose program is better? That's something else that we should discuss. Yeah.
Whatever's about beneficiaries. I just had my mom on right now, but that's just
There's a chance something I was about to say might happen to both of us. Sounds lame, but might be riding in a car with kids in the back seat. I don't know. If those are things like this, like I said, yeah, I would love to tell a lawyer to just we're going to do this no contest. We're going to go in cooperatively, like a normal couple would. Get the testing done, verify, and sit down with some sort of mediator to go through and cover all the bases legally. And no, I'm not expecting right now to walk in and take the kids 50% of the time. So you can hear that from me. Like I said, while they're infants, I understand that. But when they're kids, I think 50% of the time, especially with our work schedules, with our 312s or 412s, it should be pretty easy. Yeah, I'll take them 3 days. Okay, cool, man. I'll take them 2 days. Yeah, it's going to depend on where. I'm thinking about going out to the country. Vermont, Yale, Dryden. Like I said, that's something we can discuss 5 years from now. We got 4 or 5 years. Don't get me wrong, they got kindergarten and whatnot, but that's 5 years old, right? That's a long time away. That's a lifetime away. I said there were little hurdles that I pictured in my mind. The first one was them being born healthy, being twins. So the first time mother. Yeah, good job. When are you and Joe going to get married? Have you thought about it?
Before I had them. Yeah. And everything, I still see that way. I could have made it really.
I'm making idle conversation. I'm not asking for threats.
I know what you're thinking behind it, though. You're afraid that Joe. Don't worry, okay? If Joe and I get married, he's not going to tell you that he wants to legally adopt them or anything. And we're not going to ask you to sign over any rights that are yours. Okay? So, is getting up and juice themselves as a father role, knowing that they're biologically not.
I really didn't ask the question thinking that deep into it. I just asked the question because you're holding the kid in the ring finger and you're not going to pop in my head.
And your weight at 200 pounds, you can kiss my ass.
I didn't even think about it. I just remember she was asking me in the hospital.
That's 245 on the record.
So I was like, I thought I had trouble with 35 to 45 and lost like already 30 pounds just having a kid. Oh no. guy's got hair. Everybody makes fun of bald babies. Nobody. Nobody.
Pretty hard about it.
Nope. Dad said, this is your family. I want you to do all the decisions. Like, whatever you want to do, I'll support you. You know, I'll be there to listen to you. I'll be there to listen to you cry if the shit don't work out. But, you know, it's all you know. It's your family. I'm just a bystander. They don't want to make any decisions, you know. Oh, that was a nice house. Working on one. Get it all out, buddy. I'm like a laugh at it, I tell you. Once they're established his mind, I think he's going to want to see him often. He's going to definitely be enjoying my mom. I think this is going to be a big stress reliever on her. His grandma and everything. It's kind of the way it was when I was born. My father died that same month. That's the no name animal thing. So. Just about done yet? Still working it.
I'll work that all day.
What's that?
I'll work that all day.
She's making fun of you. You hear that?
Getting crazy now, and I need one diaper and I'm inside the car. The dog's getting bigger and I keep having to blow out.
You want me to bring some over? Tell me what you want. I know you won't. I'm offering. That's the thing.
If you show up, it'll be great. If not, okay.
Do you need to know? Because I don't want to buy you a bunch of ones and find out that, yeah, for the baby shower I got 800 packs of these damn things and no, I can't use them. They'll brought over more. I'll bring over 2s, 3s, 4s.
It's going to be a while, but those ones will eat.
I don't know. This guy here.
It'll probably be about 12 pounds.
Oh, another one. Finish it up.
That was rather explosive. I was ready to make it for another change without you peeing on me. Going again already.
Set him down for a second so I can wipe.
You lied in the paperwork. Or not, you did it.
No, I did not, Sarah.
I can tell you exactly what you lied to. I've got that in there too. It's not one of you. It's 4 days in a row.
One on the Tuesday. I was there Wednesday. I was there Thursday. And I was there Friday. Friday you kicked me out. That's more than
No, you're good. After I was home, you wrote each one every day from the 22nd to the 26th.
that way I can curl with them a little. I thought the top shelf would be a separate put your pad on it. Okay.
No, it's just cloth. You had it up there and you say you're going to
I wonder what that store that for.
I don't know, positioning corners, so I came out one night and he had had his head off of it. He maneuvered down so much. It worked great in the beginning, but he was like, had things, and I'm like, I know that. So now it's just, we have to focus on just angle it up, give it a little bit on her angle. With her, I might continue to use her incliner until her head rounds out a little bit. It's going to be melon up from side to side. What it is, this part on her, where it's over here, this is a little more flat. They said that's just how she sat inside of me, since she was head up. Did we stop making noise?
She just leave it alone.
recording. Yes, usually these people like to come in and do this. That'd be great.
Just about the paternity test in general.
Just about